Hello everybody, how's it going? We got Cherry, TC, Nitro. Not sure if you're still here, Nitro, but hello. I have no clue what I'm shiny hunting today, because I literally just got home, opened the game, and started. Yeah, everyone who's here, how's your days been? Smeargle, a Vileplume, our Lord and Savior Inkay. I'm not opposed to doing an Inkay hunt. What should we go for at the moment, though? I don't really want to do a Cubchoo. Okay, that's actually a cool outbreak. We're definitely gonna do that first. Good to hear you're doing good. Got all the event hunts. Okay, are we decent now? We are for the time being, so I may as well just start. just just get going. That's all we gotta do. Not the Yanma, I know, they can't leave me alone. I pulled a full art Yanmega, so I think it's coming back to me. It's going full circle. Where's this outbreak at? Is it in a cave or something? Okay, well, let's get rid of this Dusclops. Yes, I can hear, thank God. It only took 50 billion years, but the Wi-Fi is, knock on wood, stable at the moment. A Shadow Ball did some damage, but, you know, not too much. Here we go, we broke him. Taking him down a peg. Yo, welcome in, Scaptap, good to see you. Come on, I have to make a picnic in here somewhere. This has to be big enough for a picnic. Like, don't lie to me. ScabTap, I would love an invite. Hopefully it lets me join you this time. Let me just open up my game. Yeah, give me a minute. I need to buy a raid pass if I can. I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, I'm all out of remote raid passes, so unfortunately I cannot join you. Which sucks, but... Didn't mean to run into you, but that's fine. We can just take you out the old-fashioned way. With violence. Down goes the King Gambit. What legendary is the raid? Last time you joined me, I got shiny Groudon. I know, right? That was actually crazy. I can't believe that. I have no clue either Moltres, Zapdos, or Articuno. Gotcha. I forgot that they're back in raids now. I mean, it's cool, but I already have a shiny Zapdos. And I mean, Moltres and Articuno, they're not, like, the craziest. But definitely, you know, not opposed to it, but I just don't have the raid passes. Got 3 DA shinies, what'd you get? Any legendaries, or were they just, like the path Pokemon? Seeing 2 at a time is wild. It needs to spawn more. You have a shiny Zapdos, and that's the only one I'm missing. That was the first Zapdos, well, first and only Zapdos raid I didn't go. Blossom, Frostlass, and Starmie. Those are actually really good shinies. I mean, I feel like Blossom could be a little better, but, you know, it's not the worst. I like it. God, why is it only spawning 2 at a time? This is stupid. Unfortunately for you, though, Zapdos is also the worst shiny. Zapdos and Articuno, I think, are almost equal. I do have to say Articuno is, like, slightly better than Zapdos, but not crazy. Because Articuno's shiny could be worse. Zapdos' shiny is already as bad as it can be. Moltres is an okay shiny. I wish his flames just, like, even changed a little bit, you know? Like, make them a little more pink. Or make them orange. I just realized that if your main saves from Sword and Shield have the DLC, the other saves get the DLC too. Yes. Yup. That's how I got the DLC for all of my Sword and Shield playthroughs. Which honestly is a cool, like, system. I don't know if they actually meant for that to happen, but... You know, I'm not complaining. Galar birds have better shinies. Are better than the Kanto ones? Exactly. The Galar birds are what the Kanto birds should have been, I guess. It turned into an Articuno, and the last Articuno I did was 8 off the hundo. Well, hopefully this one is the hundo. If you choose to do it. I hatched a hundo something from an egg. I don't remember what it was. Not shiny, though, which is, you know, unfortunate, but... Yeah, you can't win them all. I agree with that. The Galar birds are amazing. Did you guys see my shiny Thunderous? I have not. Actually, no, I think I have. If you posted it in the Discord, I definitely saw it. Want to fight this guy who's trying to kill me? Thank you. Welcome in, Clara. Good to see you again. And welcome in, Crabman. Good to see you. The Incarnate? Yeah, I think it was the Incarnate. Because those are the ones that they gave out through the Unova event. It was the Justice Trio, the Genies in the Incarnate forms, and each drive of Genesect. Which, speaking of, I was lucky enough to get a shiny Genesect. Time to disappear and do this Articuno. Well, hopefully you join the stream after. Love to have you. But good luck on the Articuno. Hopefully it's shiny. And a hundo. Making it a shundo. Too many Genesects. I kind of agree with that. But luckily with all the Genesects, it gave you a higher chance to get a shiny one. Which, lucky me, I got it. Two shiny chill Genesects? That's crazy. I mean, two's better than one, so... I see your invitation, Scaptap, but I can't join it. Unfortunately. Actually, maybe. I don't know if I have a remote raid pass or not. I do not. Dang. Unfortunate. I literally spent $5 to get raid passes for the Unova event so I could get Kyurem. And that is the last amount of money I am spending on this game. First and last. I can say that with complete and utter confidence. But 100% I'm never spending money on TCG Pocket. My luck is good enough without spending money. You know, we've gotten more footage of ZA recently, so I kind of want to gauge your guys' opinions on, like, some of the extra stuff they showed off. I want Legend ZA only for Totodile, nothing else. Well, obviously I want Shiny Mega Gardevoir. Honestly, I was in Antonic's chat the other day, and the topic of the starters in ZA came up, and I said the starters should have been Snivy, Chimchar, and Totodile. And surprisingly, Antonic agreed with me. I think that would have been a 10 times better starter trio. Clara agrees too. See, I've got people who agree. Snivy is literally based on the French. So it is mind-boggling that Snivy didn't get put in there. Okay, I had to make sure that Vulpix wasn't shiny. Yeah, we're my snack boy. Exactly. Snivy needs more love. Like, let's be honest. Piplup's a better choice than Totodile. I don't agree with that. I think Totodile definitely needed something. And especially since it's also like a fan favorite Pokemon. That was just like an easy choice. Why aren't you fighting? You? Where's my little grass turtle? I mean, a Turtwig could have worked too, but I feel like Snivy just fits better. Yeah, at least in my opinion. Totodile is a goober? Well, we know that Cherry doesn't like Totodile. Write that down, we got more Cherry lore going on. It only took a few months, but Cherry's back. This outbreak is boo-boo, not enough spawns. I completely agree, and it's kind of annoying. But I want to say that I got a shiny King Gambit out of an outbreak. In our opinion. This socialist thinking. Everyone has the same thought. We all share the same thought, regardless of what the thought is. This one's big. Totodile was your first starter? So, if I'm going off of a technicality for my first Pokemon game, even though I didn't beat it, my first starter was Charmander, and that was in Fire Red. Still don't understand why they put two Gen 2 starters in. Exactly. You're on the same train of thought as everybody else. It doesn't make sense. Like, I get that Meganium and, like, you know, Chikorita need love, but come on. Pick one or the other. You can't have both. I think the starters should have been Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. I think they're going to do a second starter situation like they did in X and Y for the Megas. Where they give us, you know, either Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. I almost said Piplup. Piplup is not a Gen 1 starter. I speak the obvious, so everyone agrees with me. Well, I mean, even if you say objective facts, there will still be people who don't agree. which is very surprising. I heard a theory that we're gonna have a second set of starters being Litten, Snivy, and Poplio. If they do that, and that's an if, I would be actually kind of okay with it. Welcome in, Bert. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Always good to have you. The crazy crab man himself. Seems you two know each other. With a trademark too? That's crazy. My first game was Heart Gold. My team was Feraligatr, Scizor, Gliscor, Dragonite, Lapras, and Gengar. That is a pretty stacked team. Like, the Lapras, I mean, not the best, not the worst, but it's good. I think that's the only drawback from that team. With TC coming back, speaking German. And named my Gengar Orb. Did you get it as a Ghastly? And is that why you named it Orb? Because I mean, it does fit. It's annoying how much damage they're doing to my Venomoth. Oh, don't go into the light. Stay in the cave. People are just complaining about the starters so they have something to complain about. No, some people definitely, but it makes sense not being too okay with it, because it just, like... Coming off of Legends Arceus, having 3 different starters from 3 different generations, then going to this, it's just... It's confusing. It's like, what was Game Freak thinking? Bye-bye, going to sleep. Well, thanks for dropping in, Bert. Enjoy your night, and hope to see you next stream. Might be a hot take, but they're just overreacting. I mean, to be honest, I see your argument, but I don't think they're overreacting. So many spawns. It makes sense. Although I do see why people would enjoy it, but... I don't even care about the starters because I'm always going to take the grass type anyway. Okay. I see that. That's a valid argument. It's weird. I, like, ping-pong back and forth between the grass and water starters. I don't know why I'm not too crazy about fire starters. But Gen 9, Scarlet and Violet, I was actually very tempted to go for Skeledirge. The starters in Gen 9 were good. Each base evolution, perfect, you know? But once they started evolving is when they kind of all changed. I love Quaxley, but Quaquaval a little weird as a final evolution, but it isn't the worst designed final evolution I've seen. Skeledirge just doesn't really make sense with the rest of his line. Honestly, like, Sprigatito, Mouscarada, that evolution line, perfect. Each step makes a lot of sense. Crocolore's from hell. It's a demon fire crocodile. I mean, it is a ghost, so... Ghostly fire, you definitely do think of demons. But yeah, I think after seeing some extra, footage of ZA, I'm a little more excited for it. I think what they showed us in the presents wasn't enough. Especially after, like, waiting almost a year just to get any semblance of more footage shown from the game. They should have used Grookey for ZA because using real-world geography, Kalos is close to Galar than Japan. Yeah, I guess so, but I don't think Pokemon geography really matches real world. Although we don't really have a world map of Pokemon. We're just told, yeah, this is a region somewhere. Minus, Gen 9 with Scarlet and Violet. Galar and Palos. Those are the only ones that are, like, confirmed to be near each other. They probably just spun a wheel to decide on the starters or something. I wouldn't be surprised. That kind of feels like what Game Freak has been doing with everything. Like, their shinies are just losing quality. It's like 60% of all the Pokemon, they just change one color of them and say, this is a shiny. We don't have to touch anything else. Like the Tinkatink line, his body doesn't change. It's only the hammer. Like, are you kidding me? Like Goldango, Flamigo. But that's not to say this game doesn't have some, like, amazing shinies. It does. I'll give it that. But Game Freak they're getting lazy. They should make another USA region to match the amount of Japan regions. Agreed, but I'm not sure exactly how they do it. They could add more, like, above the main Gen 5 map. And then just, like, call it good there and just say, yeah, this is Northwest America. Yeah, Northwest Unova. Make another map. Oh, this is the Midwest Unova. Like Koraidon, except for the fact that it's shiny locked. I mean, okay. Koraidon changes more than just one color. In fairness. Like here, if we take a look at him now, his body turns black, and the purple and blue on him turns red and orange. So it's a change. It's more than nothing. And also, you can't go wrong with black. Like, putting black on a Pokemon just instantly makes it amazing. Or Cali in the Windy City. Yeah, exactly. Like, make it Nevada, Colorado, California, and, like, Oregon. The only acceptable USA starters are red, white, and blue eagle wielding a gun. Isn't that just Braviary? Braviary is the only starter in Gen 5. That's that's all you get. Meant legendary? Okay. That would be cool. A gun eagle. Gotta say, why is nothing spawning? More profit because Shiny Charizard exists? Exactly. But Shiny Charizard used to be purple. Like, if they can go back and, like, retcon those shinies, like, please retcon some of the new ones that just are terrible. Fix Goldango. You know, fix Tinkatank. Like, just do something. Scaptap, you just gave me a great idea, actually. The legendary eagle is literally an A10 warthog. Like, that is amazing. Someone write this down, we need this. We need fan art of this. The other legendary would be George Washington. A mythical tank dragon, that's cool. A tank dragon. But isn't that... Hold on, Hydreigon is based off a tank. So technically that is our, you know, tank dragon. I've been meaning to ask, how do you recolor the shinies? So I have Photoshop. I go in and I use the selection tool to select the color. And then I go in and change the hue and saturation, which gives me like a color wheel that I can turn. And then I can boost saturation or I can make it duller. So, yeah, Photoshop. But honestly, you could probably find a free photo editing software, you know, that would work. Might just be a little more difficult. Or a regional Inteleon that is just a rocket launcher instead of a sniper. Yeah, he has RPG hands. Each finger he shoots out, he regrows because he's a reptile. You should definitely redo Froakie for Gen 6 if that video happens. Have I done Gen 6 yet? I think I have. Yeah, I definitely need to do that. Hi Siri, what's up? How's it going? Actually, you know, one second. Yeah, I do have Gen 6 Pokemon, but I don't have Froakie. So that's actually a good idea. I should add Froakie to that video. I haven't made the shinies for it yet, though. At least that saves some planning. I thought that was shiny for a second. The silver on him was very blue. This is gonna be like the worst shiny hunt I've ever done in my entire life. I thought like Veluza and Tauros were bad. This is 10 times worse. I see 2 at a time. This is ridiculous. The game with the starters are Venusaur, military tank, Teleon, rocket launcher, and Blaziken, a military sergeant. Well, Blaziken we could make the A10 Warthog. And make it a fire flying type. Or a fire steel. No. So, fire flying Blaziken. Water fighting Inteleon. Grass rock Venusaur. Yeah, those would be the typings for your Venusaur, Inteleon, and Blaziken. The Slowpoke at Wedgehurst Station is being mean. You mean the Galarian Slowpoke? The little dunce? I love Galarian Slowpoke. I wish they added more regional, variants with the DLCs, but again, a big L from Game Freak. Although, the legendary birds and, Kubfu and Urshifu, I can't really complain with no more regional forms. Paldea needed more than 2. Technically, they have. They have again. I'm blanking. Toadscruel, Wiglet, Tauros. I shouldn't be blanking this hard. Are those the only 3 we got? Those are convergent forms of Diglett and Tentacool. They're technically regional forms, though. Like, just because they have a new name doesn't make them new Pokemon, you know? Well, it shouldn't make them new Pokemon. And that is a Let's Go 115 opinion. One that wasn't asked for. Although I have many opinions and I will state them as often as I want. Zygarde has a good shiny, don't even. Don't come at me with that, Scat Pat. So, why did my Wi-Fi crash?